Hello everyone and welcome to episode 96 of Legacy Gaming with Atari Man 71. Before I begin, I'd like to remind everyone to play the games you have. It's great to grow your collection, but remember to play the games you already have. I'm doing these streams and recordings because I have an extensive collection and I really hadn't touched it in almost 15 years. Try not to collect the games like they're train cards, which is what I was doing. I'm playing mine and I'm really having a great time, and I think it's actually good for the cartridges to play them. It keeps the contacts clean. So I just want to add that if you enjoy retro gaming or legacy gaming, as I'm calling these games, and videos like this, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. I'm active on all three platforms under the name Atari Man 71. On this episode, I'm going to be playing three games which were published by Sega. The game titles are Up and Down, Tapper, and Spy Hunter. So the first game on my list to play today is Up and Down. So there you see the cartridge. I will put that in my Atari 2600 Junior. I will turn on my video capture card. And I will turn on the game. Okay. So great. So it works. So I'm going to call up my information here. So Up and Down is cartridge 009-01. It was released in 1983 and it uses the joystick controller. And as usual, let go command controller right here. So Up and Down is the game I did not play as a kid and I didn't know anyone that had it. It's also a recent acquisition for me, so I haven't had a lot of time to play the game, to practice. I will say that you have to control your speed. Oh boy, I'm going to mute that. You have to control your speed in the game properly so you don't crash. So if you go too fast, you're crashing into somebody. The enemies can come both directions. They are varying speeds, so it's actually a little tricky. But the game is actually pretty fun. So, you control the white buggy and you move along a single path. Pushing up speeds you up, pushing down slows you down. When you're at an intersection, pushing left or right changes the lane, although I don't really have a lot of luck with that, unless I'm going slow. The button is the jump button, so you can jump the cars in your way, and when you jump, you can either clear them or you can land on them. To complete a round, you need to collect all the flags at the top of the screen. So there's flags, so the varying colors, and you need to collect all of those to move on to the next phase. If you miss a flag, you can go back, but you don't have to. The screen scrolls and then it repeats so that you can go over the course a second time, or third, or fourth. The roads feature inclines and descents, and so you need to use your buggy properly. You need to have enough speed to get up some of these. There's black lines that are inclines, and then there's descents that I think are like gray, so that you pick up speed when you go over them, and you lose speed when you go up the black ones. And then there's brown that I think is just level, brown and green. I don't know exactly. I don't think it's specified that, but so you lose a car anytime you either collide with another vehicle, or you jump off the road, or that's actually pretty easy to do in this game, and the game ends when you've lost all your lives. So VGR ratings for this game: the graphics are 4 for good, and the playability is 4 for fun. So I'm just going to unmute this. Hopefully it's okay. It's not playing music right now. It just played music for a minute. So here you see the various courses. That's the second course. That's probably the third. That's first, second, and third. Those are the courses. So I'm just going to push the button. I'm in the B difficulty, so I'm going to play it and see how I do. Like I said, please bear with me. Bear in mind that don't really have a lot of practice. I practiced it for a couple hours, but maybe an hour yesterday. But I didn't read the instructions prior to doing that, so it's as good as any practice can be without reading the instructions. Oh, Here we go. Round 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So there's 9 rounds. So anyway, we'll press reset and we'll push the button and start the game. Oh, the sound is not working. There we go. Sound is again not working. It works when I die. I need to replace this piece of equipment. I buy all these games and then this stupid HDMI upscaler is the thing that does me in. Okay, I'm going to push reset. Okay, so I'm just going to start. Just be careful. When you start, there's always usually an enemy right in front of you. That green guy. So here you can go backwards. But be careful, because you can't jump when you're going backwards. There, I jumped off the road. It's gonna take me a minute to get warm up and get used to this game again. So there's the first flag. Yeah, so you can jump. See, that's the thing. I should have slowed down there. Nope, jumped into the water. I thought I would turn first. So there I was able to turn the corner. I should have slowed down. That's the thing. You need to slow down, and you pick up speed whether you want to or not. So you just push the button to reset the game. That was my fault. Speed buggy got me. There, I was able to turn. I tried to slow down, but too late. Should have just jumped. My first instinct is always jump. When I was playing this in practice, the game takes a minute to get used to, but once you get used to the controls, you get used to it. And I may stop talking partly when I'm playing here. Ugh, thought I would land. Alright, I'm gonna not talk. I'm gonna focus on. You can't jump going backwards, so I took a risk there. So those light greens appear to be downhills, but the grays are definitely downhills. I got lucky there. Oh, I thought I was going to land on that pink one. I only got 2 flags left and 1 life. 2 lives. Technically this life and the next one. There were just too many cars there. I freaked out. sped me up. I pulled back to slow down, but start over. It's only 10 flags, but that was lucky. Ooh, there's a flag right there. I couldn't jump. I can't jump going backwards, and that's the... Two flags away. Trying to go as slow as possible with some of these guys. That guy behind me is going faster now. I'm gonna push the button and... Do you hear the game now? See, I know in my recording it's going to be a little too loud. That was crap. Yeah, my voice is all the way up. This is called Up and Down. It was made by Sega in 1983. That was my last life. Oh my god. I'm gonna reset that because that was ridiculous. 2 flags left. No! I mostly stream Atari and I do some Xbox, but I'm going through my collection of Atari games. I have like 450 Atari games, so I want to go through those sequentially. I'm almost at 300 now. I'm going to turn the chat on since there's somebody here chatting with me. Yeah, I've been collecting them for about 20 years. But I really haven't played all of them. That's part of the reason I'm doing these streams, is I really haven't played them. Yeah, it's all original, non-modified hardware. I have a bunch of adapters to basically... I put my Atari into a VCR, into an HDMI upscaler, into my video capture card, and then into my computer. I have a video on YouTube how I have it all set up. But I only like using original hardware. That was not what I wanted. Yeah, it took a minute to figure out how to do it all, because, you know, Atari, I mean, this is technology basically from the 80s. I joked with my brother, I said I took something, hooked it up to something from the 80s, to something from the 90s, and then to something from the 2000s, and then into my computer to be able to stream it. Like every 10 years, the technology changes. One flag. Come on, one flag. I was lucky. There it is. Yes! On to phase 2. So I've not really played this phase that much, because I've only been practicing. I've only got like an hour of practice into this game so far. That was lucky. Oh no! Last life here. Yeah, this is from my childhood, so actually some of these games I've had since I was a kid. I always say if my 10-year-old self could see me now, I'd be real happy with my collection. Oh, thanks for the follow. Yeah, I stream Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays usually. I was born in 71. Thus Atari Man 71. So this game is as old as you. This cartridge is as old as you. Because it was 82. Yeah, I've also streamed a little Nintendo and stuff like that, but right now I'm focused, like I said, on Atari. And I will say this, these games are simple, but they're tricky because the software, I mean, it was like... less than a kilobyte of memory that's available for these games. I mean, it's crazy what they were able to accomplish. And they mostly did it with the hardware. Okay, I definitely will. I'm going through OBS Studio right now, so I'll do it after I stream today. You too. Alright, so I'm going to call that for up and down. I got to the second level. Like I said, I don't have a lot of practice in it. There's 9 levels in the game. I don't know if we can select a different level. No, it doesn't appear you can select up. So, we'll leave this here, and that'll be the end of this. I'll turn that off then. It's a pretty fun game, though. It's challenging. The next game I have to play for today is called Tapper. There's the cartridge there. I'll put this in my Atari. Turn it on. Oh. There we go. So I'll call up my information on Tapper. And I'm going to mute this for a while I do the information. Okay. So, Tapper is cartridge 010-10. It was released in 1984, and it uses the joystick controller. This is another game I didn't have any experience with as a child, and I didn't know anyone that had it growing up. And it's also a recent acquisition for me, so as a result I haven't had much time to practice. But I will say that the time I did spend playing it, it was really fun. I've heard people rave about this game before, and I didn't know why until I played it for myself. It's actually a pretty good game for the Atari 2600. So Tapper contains 4 levels. You use your joystick to move the bartender to the proper counter and then press the fire button to slide a beer down the bar. Every time you throw a beer at a patron, they will be pushed farther down the counter. Your goal is to push all the patrons off the screen at the end of the round, or to end the round. So if you can get them all off the screen early, the round just ends. If a patron reaches your end of the counter, you lose your life. I guess they murder you. Sometimes the customers will actually slide their glass back for a refill. You have to catch it before it falls on the floor, or you lose a life at that. Also, when you slide beers, if you slide 3 beers and there's only 2 patrons at the bar, you lose a life because one of the beers does not get grabbed. Sometimes you get lucky and someone slides their beer back at the same time that you're sliding, 3 down, and it'll pick it up. And you can figure out which patrons are going to be a problem because some of them are a little rowdy. To complete a level, you have to serve all the customers in the bar. So after the level, you play this and this is what it is, this short bonus game. A masked character shakes up all but one of the beers, and then it's like... Okay, so here we see the masked bandit shaking up the drinks. Okay, so I'm going to unmute the game. Okay, so I'm just going to start. I'm going to do a pop-out screen here. So again, I'm playing this on the beginner level. I'll just push the button and start the game. Okay. So I got through the first round. I got everyone off the screen. Sorry you don't see that. Second round through. So I've practiced this a little bit. When there's 3... Okay, so here's the bonus round. Okay, so it's the end one. I think it's the middle one. What do you think? Hey, look at that. Did that say Mountain Dew behind you? Ugh. When they're rowdy like that, you can almost guarantee. Ugh, I thought I had caught it. And I read in the instructions you can run down the bar. Oh, that's interesting. Ugh. This third round is always the one that gets me. Oh. I was there and I pushed up. Is that it? That's it. 10,400. So I'll play it again. Like I said, it's actually a pretty fun game. And you can make the first round go on longer. I only get 50 points per person. Alright, now they're teasing me because it's... So now you see they're coming a little more erratically. So, finish the level. I don't know, I don't want to get too greedy here. I moved up. I actually moved down. Where did it fall? Did Did I throw one too many? Ugh. Oh, I threw one too many. Should have went and got it. All right, we'll play another. See, if you get them quick, you don't have a lot of points, but. Oof, I was lucky because I threw an extra beer there. Okay, the one on the left. I totally lost it. So he gets sprayed. And it says Mountain Dew behind him. Oh no! There were only two there, not three. I threw an extra one. I keep throwing an extra beer. No, I threw an extra one. It's this controller. This controller pushed double. I'm gonna play again. Do again. I think I need to clean the end button on this controller. Extra. No, I pulled down. Man, I'm just screwing up crazy. I just threw him another beer. Man, you keep throwing him back, jerk. Ugh. No. Frustrating. So that's Tapper. I'll play one more round. One more round. I threw an extra. start throwing them back, it actually gets kind of difficult. Man, I don't know. There were only 2 guys there. No. No, I went to that one. Shit. All right, one more time. They're coming quick on that one. Again, I threw an extra one. I think it's when I let go of the button, if I hold it too long. I was for sure that was it. No, I just pushed it once. Dude got to the end. I should have gone up. Oh no, I thought I had pulled down. Okay, well, that's Tapper. It's actually a pretty fun game. It's challenging because there's 4 rows, and like I said, you can run down and pick up those spares, but it takes time. I don't know. I don't know what's better, is just to wait at the end of the bar and get them, or to run down and grab them. All right, so the last game I have on my list for today is Spy Hunter, and I will put that in my Atari, and I will turn the game on. I thought I turned the game on. All right, pull it out again. There we go. I didn't push it all over, I think. So I'm going to mute my information here, or mute my music here, and I'll call up my information. Mute my information. So Spy Hunter, Spy Hunter is cartridge 011-01. It was released in 1984, and this uses 2 joysticks. So in addition to my Wiko command controller, I also have another Wiko command controller. So I had mentioned before this is my favorite controller, and this first one that I'm using, that I'm continuing to use, started to have problems, and I panicked, and I panic bought a bunch of command controllers. So I think I have like 6 of them now. So this is yet another game I've not had much experience with as a child, and it's also a recent acquisition, so I don't really have a lot of practice time in. I will say that I did play this game occasionally in the arcade as a kid, but it was actually a pretty difficult game for me. I was pretty young, and it's a little more advanced for a game. In practice, I've gotten to the water stage of the game, so we'll see if I'm able to do it again here. I did it a few times. Spy Hunter is separated into 2 main sections. There's a land section and a water section. And you start the game in the land section when you drive down a highway, destroying your enemies. Along with the enemies that are on the road, there's also innocent bystanders. But you're able to kill the innocent bystanders. You lose a few points, but it doesn't kill you. And if they're in your way, if you crash with them, you lose a life, the same as if you lose a life crashing with an enemy. So it's better to kill them than to have them come in your way. Once you finish the Road Warrior section, as I'm calling it, you advance to a river, and your car transforms into a boat that, for some reason, looks like the Millennium Falcon's child. Unlike the highway section, all the boats you face are enemies. And so your vehicle is equipped with 4 different types of weapons. You have machine guns from the start, and those are unlimited ammunition. You have missiles. Excuse me, and those are used to blow up enemy helicopters. I've only seen an enemy helicopter once. It's after the boat scene. I think it's at the end of the boat scene. And missiles are a one-shot weapon, so you shoot it and that's it. You have an oil slick, and that's used to stop the enemy cars that are behind you. Oil slicks comes out of the rear of the car in basically a little more than the width of the car. And then there's a smoke screen, similar to the oil slick. It lasts a little longer, and it comes out in a V shape. And so you'll notice the difference if I'm able to use both of them. You start the game only with a machine gun. To collect the other weapons, you need to drive into the red weapons truck, and it periodically shows up and picks you up. When you get in the truck, you're going to be equipped with something, and it'll show up on your red bar at the bottom of the screen. So those new weapons all have limited ammunition, so they're not unlimited. So you need to use them specifically. So in the instructions, it said this game also came with a special base to mount both of your Atari joysticks. These Wacko commands are going to be too big, but mount both of your joysticks so that you can use both of them at the same time. And it also mentioned that there was a special controller for the game that was 2 buttons, one on the top and one on the side, or the base, and they perform different functions. So I do have that Omega Race controller, but I didn't dig it out to see if it worked. But I will try, and if it does work, I might leave a little note here in the video. So VGR ratings, the graphics are rated 4 for good, and the playability was 4 for fun. So like I said, I'm just going to play it in the easy difficulty. And I want to mention that the enemies in the first stage are blue, and that the boat stage, everything's an enemy, so it just doesn't matter. And then also, what else did I read in the instructions? Oh, there's not a special controller. It's just this special thing that holds your 2 Atari joysticks together. They were talking about the upper button and lower button like the joystick had 2 buttons, but it's not. It's just the frame that they have that you can put your game in. So I will turn my audio back on. It probably doesn't do anything right now, and I will just reset the game. I think you just push the button. Now, I don't know why I died there. Oh, I was in the middle of the road. You can drive in it a little while. Oh, and I forgot to mention, in this beginner level, the first 90 seconds you have unlimited lives. Now, I don't know why I died there, but... So that's the end of the first stage. So now I have an oil slick. I'll try to do the oil slick there. Oh, and I lost it. So that blue car has blades on its wheels. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this. You can't run into their debris or you die. And like I said, you have unlimited lives in this first 90-second thing. So now I'm going to be using my actual lives in the game. So that's the smoke screen. Ugh. So I lost a life, but I gained one at 10,000 points. No! Alright, here we go again. I might talk a little less now. So that guy shot a shotgun at me. Like I said, you have unlimited lives here at the beginning. Hey Mockingjay, how are you? You having a nice weekend? Mine's okay. I feel like all I've been doing is streaming. Because Friday I streamed for 6 hours, yesterday like 2 hours, and today is an hour. Well, that's good. Glad things are going better for you. We had a bit of a health scare in my house. My daughter, who lives with me, one of her friends got sick and thought he had COVID. Turned out he didn't. They all got tested. Her and her friends all got tested. Everybody's fine. So that was a good one. So there you saw the smoke screen for a little bit. Oh, come on. Talk about spawn kill. So I just got a free life that I died when I immediately started. Oh. Thought that was me. Didn't realize I killed the blue guy. So those little dee-dee-dee-dee-dee, that's who knows, the guys with the my own guy bounced me off the road. Don't know if I'll make it to the water. Alright. Now I'm going to focus on this and try to get to the water level. Ugh, hit a tree. Luckily this first part, you got infinite lives almost. Yeah, that's running into the debris, that's always a problem. So that's the oil slick. You need to hold that button in. Ugh. Ooh, that was close. So now I got the smoke screen. Ah. Nope. I got one more section and then it's into the wall. Ah. Last life here. What? Try again. So these guys are invincible. You can't shoot them. From what I've... And the blue guys are technically your enemies. The blue shade is your enemy. Come on. So now I got the oil slick. Yeah, so if you go too fast... Ah. That was weird. Ah. I'm gonna keep playing this till I get to it. Because I know I can. Those shotgun dudes are the worst. Man, I didn't pay attention there. That's my fault. Ah, I went over to do the oil slick and I crashed myself. This will be my last attempt. If I get to the water, I get to the water. If I don't, I don't. Come on. Of course. Come on! No, I'm not going to try to shoot anybody. I'm just going to try to drive through and avoid everybody. Ooh, that was lucky. There we go. Now we got to the water. So there's the baby Millennium Falcon. I want to play again since I did it. So I'm going to try one more time. If I don't get to the water here, I'm going to call that episode. Maybe I'll just try to avoid everybody in this first half. You can't win. Those things just shoot you. It's tough to shoot them. I tried to get behind him. Ugh. Still in the first time. real. I got a free life just as I died. Ugh. My own truck screwed me. There we go. Now we're to the water, and I got a couple lives at least here, so maybe we can get a little further. You gotta watch out, some of these boats drop stuff. I think it's 17,000 or 20,000. I can't remember. I need another free life. Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to call that the stream. Call that the episode. So that's my episode for today. I hope you enjoyed watching it. I know I'm not the best gamer out there, but I'm trying to bring you some information and some gameplay from my extensive collection. I'd like to remind everyone that even though we may be through the worst part of the pandemic, I want you to be healthy and stay safe, and I still think it's a good idea to wash your hands and social distance. I appreciate you taking the time to watch me play these games today. Just as a reminder, I stream on Twitch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday under the name AtariMan71. The videos from the stream will then be released on YouTube the following week, typically Monday through Friday. This Friday I will be streaming my Fable Friday gameplay, but I will not be streaming Atari again until October 2nd. I have a lot of recent buys coming up, and things at work have gotten really busy, so I don't have the extra time to put all the information together for the stream, so I'll be taking basically a week off from the Atari games. Maybe, yeah, I think that's a week off. And then I will be back October 2nd, but I will play my Fable Friday in the meantime, and I may also play some extra Fable just because there's not all the preparation on all the editing on the back end. So thank you again, and have a great day.